I will fight you so fucking hard if you insult the beach one more time, sir.
And then I had a Bud Light Lime.
Hey, son, don't you talk about them BWLs.
Listen, Bud Light Lime is like the Bud Light Lime of beers, okay? Shit tier. All right.
I wish I could put that in the show. I wish it was wrestling related, because I want to make a shirt that says Bud Light Lime is the Bud Light Lime of beer.
Post that on Twitter. Nah, tweet that from the Fight Boys account. Bud Light Lime is the Bud Light Lime of beers. At Gallows and Anderson. Just do it.
Oh shit, I accidentally tagged Luke Harper, not Luke Gallows.
Even better.
Welcome to Fight Boys, ladies and gentlemen, the weekly podcast about professional and not so professional wrestling. I'm your host, the Showmaster 5000, Scotty Moore.
And I'm your cough syrup.
When's that upgrade coming in, Scotty? When do you get moved up to the 5500 model?
The 5500 V2.
It's as soon as you let me do my intro work, because I'm on cough syrup tonight, and it's been a big heavy dose, because my tolerance is real low. Blake Tanner, you're lost boy.
And that's the last we're going to hear from Blake for the rest of this episode. Oh, he's gone.
Here I go.
Welcome to Fight Boys, like, just two people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've done it before, and also Dylan's here. Whatever.
Yeah.
Blake,
what do you do, Dylan?
Mecha Dylan. I'm just gonna keep just piling on all the fucking... I've already got the and captain. I feel like if I can add mecha or like...
Super Commie Dylan.
Yeah. There's a bunch.
Yeah. Blake is getting close to me at that Ring of Honor show where I was trying... And we talked about this on BS, so I won't reveal everything. But, you know, last time drinking a lot at a Ring of Honor show led to a bunch of fun stories I was able to tell. This time, it was just kind of sad after a while. But I will say, at one point, I met a lovely lady who's training to be a professional wrestler, is also a boxer. And so I got to design a shirt for her that's going on Pro Wrestling Tees. So our little fucking plan to get on Pro Wrestling Tees last week came to fruition on accident. Yeah.
Listen, Scotty, I've found that accident is the only way this show succeeds at anything.
Well, no, okay, hold on. And then I also apparently accidentally made a friend who, I can't even remember his name, but he's a really dope dude, and essentially he's the son of Vinny from the Kingdom. Like, he had a fucking, like, Kingdom mask on and everything, and he met the Kingdom, and they were like, no, this is too much evil for one photo. And he donated to our Patreon, so thank you, bro. You're awesome.
That's amazing.
I like how the Kingdom... Did Matt Taven call him a Melvin?
No. He insulted other Melvins for Matt Taven. Also, I think I have instilled in him some sort of the spirit of Fight Boys, because like 3 days after meeting me, he tweeted to Chuck Taylor demanding he follow Fight Boys, but then he started his own watch called Kingdom Watch, where he wants to get the Kingdom to follow him.
And the Kingdom's just like, listen, man, you're lucky we don't have a restraining order.
He's like, I want my dad to follow me. I want my dad, Vinny, to follow.
So son,
Scotty,
listen.
Scotty,
there's a reason I walked out on you and your mama the day you were born. And that's because I didn't want to see your face.
I still haven't gotten that milk yet.
I left
those cigarettes ain't coming.
I left a singular red balloon.
Scotty, would you like to tell the story of how you got the villain Marty's girl to ask you the singular question of why?
Okay, so we've got the punchline up front. Essentially, I went out for third or fourth drink of the night, which was dangerous. And that girl walks over to me and goes, "Are you waiting to meet Marty?" And I said, What?
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah.
When someone asks you if you're meeting Marty Skrull, you say yes.
So I did that, and also our bro gave me a kingdom. Everything I've said is building up to this one story. The kingdom dude gave me a kingdom sign so I could hold it up when they came out, but I may have been outside really drunk when the kingdom came out, so I didn't get a chance to use it. So instead, I wanted to use it as a sign to Chuck Taylor. So I made a sign saying hashtag Dustwatch 2018, please follow us, Chuck. And I even got a follow Fight Boys, follow Fight Boys chant going in our section. But
so Chuck was there. He just refused to meet and greet with you.
Yeah. He didn't do a meeting. Well, I think the reason why is because they did the surprise best friends reunion at the previous show, so they didn't want to give anything away with the meet and greets.
And also, he knew that you were going to be there.
That was also the other thing. But my favorite, I walk up to Marty, and Marty's like, "Hey, mate, what's your name?" Scottye. Also, many sons. I don't know where the fucking 8x10 went, by the way. I have no clue. That's how bad the night got at one point. But he goes, "Wait, what have you got? Have you got a kingdom sign? Why are you cheering for the kingdom? Kingdom." And I went, "Well, no, technically, I took the kingdom sign, and then I used it as a attempt to get Chuck Taylor to follow me on Twitter." And then Marty just stares at me and goes, "Why?" And I fell out.
I can see like the head, like the slight head like shake as well. Like, why?
Why would you do that? I was like, "It's a thing. Don't worry about it, Marty."
You already follow me on Twitter.
No, not just like hand him the phone. Like, fucking follow me right now.
I'm going to need you to type in Dustin's name.
We literally picked the worst person to try to get followed by. Like, we could easily have gotten multiple other people, but no, we want the fruit at the top of the tree tastes the sweetest.
Listen, you need to understand, we picked the proper barren hill to die on.
Yeah.
There's no, listen, even if we get this to work out, there's no payoff for this. We're just going to look back at the wasted time and cry collectively. But it'll be okay.
There will, no, I'm going to have like a 20-minute fucking montage of all the dust watches set to, "I will remember you."
It may be better to set it to Dust in the Wind.
Yeah, exactly.
So, in WWE news, weekly shows happened and people watched them. Moving on.
That was about it. Dude, Braun is getting to Sheamus babyface territory, and I don't like it. Because I really like Braun as a babyface where he's just like, "I'll pick up stuff." That's kind of that's my thing. I pick up things.
The Arnold.
I like picking stuff up.
The Arnold Schwarzenegger road to being a babyface. I pick up heavy things.
Yeah.
I really like eating babies.
Yeah, exactly.
But now he's getting to like that Sheamus, where like Sheamus stole a man's car, and everyone's like, "Yeah, that's a good thing for a human being to do."
Wait, we were okay with when he just kept destroying Kevin Owens' property for like a month?
Well, no, that's what I'm leading into, is the KO thing is turning him into a heel in my mind, because Kevin legit came out and cut what would be a great babyface promo. Like, because he came out and was like, "My family are afraid if when I come down the stairs that I'm gonna hurt my daughter. My daughter looks me in the eyes and it pains her to see how damaged I am after all this. You're trying to take away everything from me, Braun." And I'm like, yeah, he's got some fucking good points. And the whole time, Braun is just smiling like a smarmy asshole.
He's got a point, Sting.
He's got a point.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so that, I don't know, man. I really hope that this results in KO stealing the Money in the Bank briefcase away.
Listen. Do you know what Raw taught me? not quite that. It taught me that time is a flat circle,
Yeah.
and apparently it's the circle is currently set to Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns.
Exactly.
Time is a flat circle, and the ring is a squared one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Between these four ropes.
Between these four ropes, we have flat squared time.
How's that cough syrup treating you, buddy?
I see the universe!
Yeah.
There was a brief moment in time where I was like, you know what? Maybe somebody talked some sense into it. It was just like, you know what a fresh matchup for SummerSlam would be? Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. We just have these two not human-looking, like, meat conglomerations just go and fight each other.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
So you're saying Roman Reigns. Got it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then of course on SmackDown, Randy Orton immediately won me over with one fucking promo.
It was his first promo back, and
It was one of his
I'm just
best.
I realized why I missed. Give a fuck, Randy has not been around for a while, long while.
Well, no,
and it's
no.
like
Wyatt family Randy was great. It was just they had to quickly transition him into face to have him drop the title to Jinder, and then that whole thing happened. And I think losing to Jinder 3 times really just killed any fuck he gave about living.
Yeah, exactly.
that's kind of why he hadn't been around since then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he had the U.S. title stuff and all that, but wait a minute, didn't he drop the U.S. title to Jinder as well? Oh. No, he dropped it to Jeff. That's right. He won it from Jinder and dropped it to Jeff, if I remember correctly.
No, he dropped it to Bobby Roode, and Bobby Roode dropped it to Jinder, and Jinder dropped it to Jeff Hardy.
Boy, that motherfucker's gotten hot potatoed. I haven't realized it because no one really cares about that title, but damn.
I care about it. Shinsuke has it now.
Oh, yeah, now.
He's gonna dick punch for America.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I fucking forgot Shinsuke had it. Like, if you gave me a few moments to think about it, the U.S. title has always, in my mind, been the title where I'm like, hold on, give me a minute. I remember who has it. Is it Harley Race? No, he dropped it a few months back. It's not Harley Race anymore. So,
Kofi Kingston?
Yeah, Kofi? Probably. So I'm hoping Shinsuke elevates that title a whole lot. And speaking of elevating fucking titles, you know a good way to elevate a title? Give it to the hottest fucking heel in your entire promotion.
It could. It just also do it on television, and do
a man that people legitimately hate.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Also,
lovely.
The picture and the counter picture that Ciampa posted, like the one where it's like by popular demand, like Triple H posts his stupid fucking stand with the champion picture.
Right.
I love it.
Goddamn time. And then
he
Tommaso
fingers.
retweeted, "Real happy for you, champ," and he switched him and Triple H's faces, and it was amazing.
I saw that right before we started, and it took me a minute to realize what had happened because their beards look so similar now.
You're like, why do they look the same? My favorite, it's not the face swap, it's the hair swap that someone did of Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's so terrifying. It's the worst thing on the planet. Oh, man. So we talked about...
a couple of notes from SmackDown. One, our dream board is coming true. Becky Lynch is going to be in the title match at SummerSlam.
Well, hold on. Another thing on my dream board came true because James Ellsworth has been fired again.
In the greatest way. Just Paige has been one of the best GMs.
Oh, yeah.
I think, in terms of just, like, I'm going to do things because I'm the GM and fuck you. Like, British fuck off sign. Just
she is the general manager that AJ Lee should have been. Just kind of coming out and doing crazy shit and being like, fuck you, I'm the general manager. I can do whatever I want to.
I'm
suck
using
it.
I'm using this chaos for good currently.
Also, I like the other day they were celebrating the NXT Women's title, and so they were like, celebrate with the first woman to ever hold it, Paige. And then it was like old school Paige posing with that title. And yeah, the comment section was not exactly nice to Paige about her treatment of that belt. Yeah, it was a whole lot
People
of...
need to fucking get over themselves.
Yeah, exactly. It was a bunch of people like, yeah, there's a reason that belt changed after a while.
That's due largely to the Brad Maddox.
Yeah.
The Maddox, of course.
Yeah, but I know we've already talked about Riddle going to WWE. Have you heard about them possibly wanting... I've seen a lot of things about New Japan wanting Shinsuke back, which someone described it perfectly of not that big of a loss for WWE, but a huge get for New Japan. But...
yeah, because it's like... everyone would be fucking ecstatic to see Nakamura come back to New Japan in Japan.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
all the American New Japan fans would be happy because the people who are fans of New Japan in America would be like, oh good, they'll actually use Shinsuke for things now.
The man is 0-5 in world title matches in the last year.
Yeah.
God.
He was the first Asian to win the Royal Rumble, and they were like, finally, an Asian champion. And then he had that match at WrestleMania, and I think, like, not being given the nod, he just didn't give a fuck. And, like, it was all downhill from there, because he was like, okay, if you're not going to take this momentum, then why?
Mm-hmm.
Then why?
Also, he's technically 0-4-1, because that one was a tie, but even then, yeah, loads. But no, I'm more interested in WWE wanting to bring, it's your boy! The boy's coming back! Juice fucking Robin. I want them to give Juice, just let him be Juice, and that's all I want.
Yep.
I see that you didn't see Juice's response.
Oh, I haven't. I've not seen it yet.
Which is, there's no way I'm going back. I'm never going back.
Holy shit. Well, I mean, with good
Damn.
fucking reason.
I was gonna say, you need to understand, they burned that bridge hard. Like, he was spinning his wheels real bad, and it took him, like, he was in NXT, FCW for, like...
long while.
Like 3-4 years. He spent that same amount of time in New Japan. He is the United States champion. You know the other two people to hold that belt? Kenny Omega, arguably one of the top 3 wrestlers alive right now, and Jay White, who is probably the future, like, foreign wrestler of the company.
Yeah.
Like, their main person.
Yeah.
And, then they were like, oh, we can give this to Juice now. Like, granted, you can see that's kind of a casual decline, but still, being third on that list, pretty impressive.
Yeah, exactly. Who was there was another person who was talking about WWE, and they were just like, I was fucking miserable there. I'm not going back. Like, there's no amount of money in the world you can pay me to go back and be miserable.
Austin Aries.
Was it Aries?
Gail Kim.
Oh, Gail Kim. That's right, because they wanted Kim to come back for the Evolution pay-per-view, and she was like, yeah, nah, fuck that. I don't give a damn.
I was happy doing Impact, and I made a lot of money with them.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Did you see...
Vince, with your weird racist shit,
Yeah.
don't know that Asian women are inborn.
Mm-hmm. Did you see...
Vince McMahon.
Oh, did you... You good? Did you see...
Vince McMahon! Disrespecting women every day.
That cough syrup. Okay. No, the Titus response to the Hogan apology, where it was basically the same thing, the problem we had with, I think it was someone talking about Enzo Amore. Was it right? It was Booker T's response to Enzo Amore, where he was like, look, man, just don't put yourself in those situations anymore. Apparently Hogan did the same thing by looking at the locker room and being like, hey, brothers, just make sure no one's ever recording what you're saying or anything. Like he went on to apologize for saying these racial things, but he started it with, don't get recorded saying the N-word.
It was really weird, like, hearing the, transcripts that people have written, because it came off as him saying, yeah, I'm sorry I got caught. I mean, I'm not sorry about the racist shit that I said, more that I got caught with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is really weird because it means that I feel like a lot of people who say blatantly racist shit are always afraid of getting caught because they know just how bad and wrong it is.
Yeah, exactly.
They just don't give a fuck.
So
Fuck those people.
yeah,
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
like if you looked at basically a list of celebrity scandals this year and which like the best way to handle it and the worst way to fucking handle it, immediately deflecting and being like, oh, I guess I shouldn't have got caught. That's usually the worst way to handle that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just be like, very much like, hey, I'm sorry, I was a dick in 2012, but now I'm a lot cooler. Please put me back on for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
3. I really don't want to be fired anymore. Disney, please.
Please stop. Look, I like to think James Gunn, the minute Chris Hardwick got reinstated on AMC, just sent a message to like Bob Iger at Disney and just like the other shoe just dropped. Bring me back.
Well, it's actually because they probably just mistook him for WWE superstar Billy Gunn.
That's what it was the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like,
why is he showing his bare ass?
We saw you, you're the ass man. And he's like, wait, hold on, what? I thought this was about tweets. And like, no, I hated your run in 2015. That was just burying talent. Like, okay, I'm sorry.
I'm really glad that that you lost that tag match at fucking, was it WrestleMania that the Shield stomped them in 2 seconds?
My boy, it
Yes.
was WrestleMania 30, and the only reason I know is because I was there and blinked and went, oh, the fucking match is over. Cool, that's awesome.
But those masks were pretty cool. I could pick those up at the merch stand, right?
Yeah.
It'd go great with my Roman Reigns vest I'm going to buy at WrestleMania 33.
I'm gonna prep ahead for the future. Oh, man. And if you want to get some cool merch for the future, ladies and gentlemen, you can over at merch.aloadofpurebs.com. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Merch.aloadofpurebs.com is the website where you can go and support all your favorite BS Network programs and get you a cool shirt while you're at it. And we got shirts for the Fight Boys. We got our logo on a shirt. We got shirts letting people know you're a fight effing boy, which SCU blatantly stole from us. And we didn't steal from ECW at all. And then, of course, we got shirts for all your favorite JWF superstars. From the Dylan to Canada Charlie, the Lumberjack. They've all got merch over at merch.aloadofpurebs.com. Also,
That was just the first segment?
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, cough forgot.
Because now we have to get to everybody's favorite segment, Dust Watch.
Just watch!
That's
By
right.
the way, did you see Chuck Taylor had the best idea for a podcast I think I've heard of in like the last 2 years.
Wait, what was it?
He recently tweeted that he wants to start a podcast where he watches Attitude Era Raws with a hardcore feminist.
Oh, God.
That's great. Holy shit.
Because I can just see that being like, what the being like, what the fuck is going on right here? And Chuck being like, yeah, that's real weird, right?
Yeah.
Totally thought that. I totally didn't think that when I was 12, and this was really awesome. But looking back at it,
That was a very progressive 12-year-old, of course.
So what you're saying is we respond to that tweet and invite him to join the BS network with one condition: he has to follow us.
yes, yeah. No,
Love it.
that's probably the best one we're gonna get this week.
Yeah, I mean, after starting a fucking chant and getting nothing.
Did he even look at your section?
Oh, no, I think he actively avoided it. Like, he's like, no. Can I switch corners? I know Trent's in there doing all this. Can I just be on the other corner at this time? Let's see. We can always host this new show on the BS network. Chuck. With one condition.
You follow us, and you put that in all caps.
I like how darker we're getting with it.
Follow us.
Listen, we were lighthearted with it a
us.
year ago. If we get to Dust Watch 2019, you won't believe the crazy shit we're gonna do.
I think this is how stalkers, like, slowly progress to kidnapping and then killing their, like, stalkies. So we need to be careful of that slippery slope.
Blake,
I think Scotty's just gonna kidnap Chuck Taylor and force him to give him a hug.
Blake, don't bury the lead here. We all know that next year's WrestlePalooza is going to end with an active beheading of Chuck Taylor. Yeah. So, updates on the G1 Pick'ems, and guess who's improved? That's right, your boys at a whole 1996. I hit find on my name, and I was worried that I was so bad I fell off the list.
I mean, I had a bad run these last 2 days and I've dropped 150 places the last 3 days
you're
of the
like,
tournament.
What, 180?
Nah, I think I'm like 240. I was at 90 something.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Blake's just on there somewhere.
Motherfucker, 2 weeks ago, I was the top of the heap in our group. I was coming in, like, in the low 90s. And now I am 849.
At least we can't be as bad. I cannot remember the username, but I think someone actively tried to be the worst, and currently they have 2 points out of the whole fucking tournament. They've only managed to get 1 match correct.
No. You need to understand. They've only managed to get one prediction wrong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
so
some
really,
deep
think about
shit.
if that guy had just done it the other way around.
Yeah.
He'd be unstoppable. He was probably just always use the Okada thing. He was like, I'm gonna double down on Okada losing this match. He's clearly not gonna lose.
Yeah, exactly. I double down on Okada beating Yoshihashi. It's gonna happen. Oh man. So
it's okay. You can only double down if you pick him to lose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, anyways, gentlemen, have you seen the new commercial for Total Divas? It's really. I'm sorry, that was really weird.
I'm all in for this.
I'm sorry, that was a little bit. Oh wait, Dylan's touching the head. Oh, I can't stop it. It just keeps on feed me more. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Oh no, Dylan's leaving. Welcome to Talking Back, the official conversations. Actually, no, this is not a conversations with the big guy response. It's a response to a fucking Dylan's screen has gone black now.
After he points his camera down to his crotch.
Yeah. Have you seen this commercial for Ryback's, like, I don't know if it's called Shell Shocked? It's basically his fat burner, because he's got, like, all of those supplements.
I forgot that he had his own supplement stuff now.
Yeah, he's got his own line of supplements, but Dylan's back. Dylan, it ain't over. We've not gotten into it yet, so... No, you
were squeeing so loud about Ryback, I could still hear it on my headset.
No, I cannot remember what the name of his fat
Does Ryback have his own set of dick pills now? Is that what you're telling me?
I wish he did, but this is...
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
It's coming, and you will be too.
You want your dick to be as ripped as me?
Oh,
good old... will have a 6-pack abs.
Good old Rip Dick Ryback. Everyone's
You'll have the
favorite.
dick pack.
But no, it's for a fat burner. I'm looking it up right now. I cannot remember the name of it. But the premise
Is it called Feed Me Less?
Feed Me Less!
Feed me less!
But the premise of the commercial is I want to show people how oh no, I just read the first headline that comes up and it's so good. You know what? I want to see Blake's active reaction to this. So Blake, could you look up Ryback's advertisement for Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner.
Is it a Pro Wrestling Sheets article?
Yeah, I guess that'll show it to you. It's on...
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you talking about the one that's titled "Ryback helps woman lose weight via clothesline and fat burner commercial"? What the fuck?
Yes! Yes! And I'm gonna play it along with on YouTube. So if you guys are watching live on YouTube, you can also experience this.
I'm watching it now.
It's broken, Blake, already.
Oh my god!
It's so good. It is
not the same woman.
It is a video of an overweight woman who seems she's confident in her body. I'm fine with that. She goes, "Hey, loser, do you want to get skinny?" Like, that's not the exact line, but I like that better. You won't get
Yo, fat bitch.
And then all of a sudden, from nowhere, Ryback in full ring gear just fucking decks her and puts her in the fucking water. And then a skinny
Isn't he wearing
woman.
tennis shoes? I feel like you told me he was wearing tennis shoes instead of actual ring boots.
Oh god, I hope he is. That would be so... He's got on like Converse. Oh man, so we're gonna buy some
What did I just watch?
It's my favorite is the fact that Ryback legit comes out of no. I just rewatched it again. He just runs full stop into this woman and takes her into the water. And my favorite is the next moment where Ryback does not emerge from the water, but the woman does, meaning Ryback is returned to his home people.
Ryback has actually burned so much fat that he dissipated into nothing.
He has become the water. But so this has been talking back. But yeah, I do kind of want to talk about the WWE's little shot at All In by using it as an advertisement for Total Divas. The Total Divas.
I feel like it was one of those petty things where it's like, look, we know so many more people watch our shit than watch yours, so we're gonna take All In, and when your little show comes out, everyone's gonna be like, man, they ripped that off from Total Divas.
Yeah, the Total Divas are all in this season. Oh, really? Wouldn't you love if it then just went to, yeah, that's right, we've been booked on Cody's new show, and everyone's like, wait, what the fuck? Is there gonna be like a whole Total Divas segment at All In? All right.
I guess so. I mean,
But
woof.
But speaking,
I guess they need bathroom breaks too.
yeah. But speaking of Cody, he has solidified the babyface turn with him with the combination
with offering Flip Gordon that $25 gift certificate to Cracker Barrel.
Oh yeah. Well, the minute I read about like him coming out at the end of the Aldous match, I was like, oh, fuck, he's about to be all in. And then I got so excited during being the Elite, but then Cody did that thing where he starts pressing it too much, and I was like, he's gonna give him some dumb shit. And then he just holds up that Cracker Barrel gift card, and I was like, he's giving him some real fucking dumb shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. I live in Cracker Barrel country. That stuff's like manna from heaven.
This is Cracker Country. Welcome.
I mean, that too. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Also, have either of you watched Slammiversary? Because apparently it was really fucking good.
I've seen some snippets of the matches, but it's so hard to watch full pay-per-views or shows anymore with me right now.
Well, not only that, if it's not live, it's very hard for me to watch. Like, I really want to watch the Sami Callihan Pentagon match, where at one point they just both have a railroad spike in each hand and are ramming it into each other's skulls, and I'm just staring like, they're about to kill each other. They're actually gonna die.
I've been working on a railroad. Ugh.
Oh,
By the way, we've reached like TNA in the late 2000s again. because once again, just like when Samoa Joe held the championship and it was seemed a bit out of place, now Brian Cage is the X Division champion, which granted, Brian Cage can do a fucking moonsault, which is stupid, because he also can't reach his upper back.
I still does he call it something other than the 619?
I think he calls it whatever fucking county in California he lives in.
Yeah. The minute
Listen, he actively admits that half of his moves are just Wolverine ripoffs. His fucking finisher is called Weapon X.
Yeah, exactly. He is. I'm sorry. I just looked over at Blake's screen, and he is no longer there. He is.
What?
Oh, there's the boy.
I was just leaning over, closing my eyes for a bit.
So what you're saying is Captain Tibbs is going to be really excited on this week's episode of JWF. But before we get to that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite
Captain Tibbs took a tranquilizer to the ass.
Yeah, I'd like to invite you to join my new friend from Ring of Honor, whose name I hate that. Wait, no, how have I forgot? His name is fucking Dylan. It would be the only thing that would have been easier to remember if his name was Blake Scottyeson. Like, oh yeah, I remember him. But yeah, join Dylan over at patreon.com/a-load-of-BS and supporting the entire BS network, including the Fight Boys. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You can support all of us over on Twitter Patreon at patreon.com/a-load-of-BS. We got tons of perks over there for you, and all of it goes to help support this great show. So go on over to patreon.com/a-load-of-BS, which means, boys, it's now time to turn it over to everybody's favorite commentators, one of whom may be dead, Silver Spoon and Captain Tibbs, for another episode of JWF Monday Night War. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to JWF Monday Night War. Tibbs? Tibbs, what the fuck? What are all these liquor bottles doing around this?
I needed something to protect myself.
Oh, okay, so you didn't drink out of these. They're just weapons.
Nope. Totally did.
Oh, you did.
Didn't want to break the bottles with liquid inside. That's unsafe.
All right, Tibbs. Well, I mean, it's time to get into some war. And Tibbs, let me remind you of last...
Actually, these were brought in by Rick earlier. So.
Oh, that's right. Well, speaking of Rick, let us not forget that last week, a 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair, made his debut for the JWF. And Tibbs, let me tell you something. It was a debut that shocked the world. It was absolutely astounding. And, of course, you instantly gave him a #1 contenders match today against the former #1 contender, Scotty Moore. Now, Tibbs, let me tell you something. Who have you got in this match?
Well, seeing as I am the guy that brought Rick in, called in a favor,
Right.
I think Scotty Moore's going to win. Rick is literally made of dust at this point.
That's right. It actually looked like Scotty Moore in the ring kind of jogging laps around Flair, Tibbs. I mean, it looks like it almost seems like he's warming up, but I think he's kind of just mocking Ric Flair for his age. I know we talked about it, but that seems arrogant of the infamous one.
That's not something you'd want to do to Ric Flair.
That's right, and it looks like Scotty Moore just leaning against the ropes, laughing in Flair's face. But wait! Ric Flair rushing over like a house of fire, hitting chop after chop against the chest of Scotty Moore. Oh my God, his chest is bright red after that. And Scotty flopping out of the corner, Rick bouncing off the ropes. Ooh, a big knee strike onto the back of Scotty Moore. Tibbs, this don't seem like the Ric Flair of the 2000s. This is like the 70s Flair's back.
Well, that's what stem cell research will do to you.
That's right. Going for a pin as Ric Flair 1, 2. Oh, Scotty Moore kicking out at 2, rolling out of the ring. I think a wise move, because if Scotty Moore stayed in there much longer, Rick could have locked on that figure 4 and it would be over. Flair following his way to the outside, but wait! Oh my God! Scotty Moore grabbing Ric Flair and tossing him into the steel ring steps. The back of Ric Flair smacking against that steel. That cannot feel good against Flair's back, Tibbs.
No, but Ric Flair has been replaced by 50% synthetic parts that mimic real muscles, so I think you can take that hit.
That's right, and of course we do know Ric Flair's spine, it's suffered a lot of damage throughout history. Now Scottye grabbing Flair off the ground and ramming him spine first into the barricade. Trying to wear down the back is Scottye Moore, who tosses Flair into the ring. Scottye going for a quick pin, but wait, Scottye actually looking like he's stealing some moves from the dirtiest player in the game, putting his feet on the ropes for leverage. Shibata, our faithful referee, not seeing it. 1, 2, a pained kick out from Flair. You can see the agony on his face just from trying to lift up that shoulder, Tibbs.
See, that's the problem, though, with using moves that you're stealing moves from your opponent. They know just how to get out of them.
That's right. Now Scottye Moore actually rolling Flair onto his stomach, getting up, and a series of elbow drops directly into the spine of the 16-time champion. And now, what's Scottye actually grabbing both legs of Flair? Maybe he's trying to steal another move, setting up for a figure 4. But wait, flipping Flair over onto his back, and he's got the Boston Crab, Tibbs. That's got to be bad against the back of Flair. Let me tell you that right now.
Ouch.
All the pressure, the crowd cheering desperately as Flair reaches for the ropes. Like, you can see the agony in his face, Tibbs. And, he's got it. He's got it. He's grabbed the ropes. Shibata giving Scottye a 5 count, but Scottye holding on to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And releasing right before the count of 5, Scottye Moore. That's a wise move. Let me tell you something, Tibbs. Get as much pain in on that back while you can.
Ouch.
All right. And now it looks like Scottye walking into the corner. And it looks like he's stomping that foot, setting up for the big Scottye kick. I'm getting shades of Flair's retirement match with Shawn Michaels. Flair making it back to his feet, and Scottye coming forward with that kick. But wait! Flair ducking underneath the leg, grabbing Scottye by the legs. A beautiful transition, Tibbs, tossing the former #1 contender to the ground, and it looks like he is setting up for it. Whoa! The crowd is hyped, and he's got it. The figure 4. He's got Scottye locked in the figure 4 in the middle of the ring. And it looks like...
Take him down.
That's right. It looks like the former champion trying to reach for the ropes, but he's got nowhere to go. It looks like Scottye actually trying to make his... sit back up to kind of get rid of some of that pressure, trying to flip over onto his stomach. But wait! Flair actually grabbing Scottye by the hair, landing punch after punch into the skull of the infamous one. And Moore just flopping back out down onto the mat, and Flair wrenching back on that figure 4 tighter and tighter, and oh my god! He's tapped out! Tibbs, Scottye Moore has tapped out, oh my god! And it looks...
I can't believe it.
And it looks like we have us a #1 contender for Summerfest, as Blake Tanner is going to be taking on the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Tibbs, how do you react to this news?
Well, to be completely honest, I'm blindsided, completely and utterly surprised. We might have a 17-time world champion on our hands.
That's right, Tibbs. But of course, speaking of champions, I'd like to speak about another champion known as the Dylan. A man who last week came out making big promises for the JWF. A man pronouncing himself to be the captain of the JWF now. And of course, Canada Charlie came out after that and demanded a rematch for what was once his title. But then we saw a vicious assault by the Dylan with a sledgehammer, taking out Charlie, forcing him to be sent to a local medical facility where I believe he's still at today, Tibbs.
Nah, I think they're gonna release him soon.
Yeah, that's right. Well, hopefully...
He's 472 miles away, though, so it shouldn't be a problem.
That's right. Well, hopefully Charlie feels better. And, but I think Dylan still has a message for the JWF universe, so he's backstage with one of our top interviewers, Don McDonald. Let's have a listen. Ladies and gentlemen, Don McDonald here with the Dylan. Now, Dylan,
Captain.
Sorry, Captain Dylan. Last week, you laid an absolutely abysmal assault on Canada Charlie. You used a sledgehammer to destroy him. Rammed it between his legs, sending him to a hospital. But as a fighting champion like yourself is, I gotta ask, what's next?
What's next? What's next is addressing the concerns of all of the passengers on my ship, on this glorious ship I've taken over, made of mud and sticks. See, when I got this championship by winning it from that poor excuse for an anything candidate Charlie, people said it was a downgrade for me, that I was lowering myself to hold this championship that means literally nothing. And they're right. This championship doesn't mean a thing. But you see, that's the beauty of it. I can mold this championship in my image. I can mold it like I'm going to mold this company in my image. The image of actual wrestling. The image of excellence. And I am going to lead this ship to the promised ocean. I'm going to lead it into the open waters of success and profit. And I'm going to show everyone why I am the best wrestler in the world and why this will soon be the championship that everyone looks to as the mark of excellence, above the tag team championships, above the world championship held by that stooge Blake Tanner. I am going to be the captain, the champion, and the number one person in this business. I don't care if I have to run through this whole division twice over, 3 times for Charlie just because I hate his face. It's what it's going to take, then I'm going to do it, because you see, this is my ship. And just like everything else I get involved in, I don't half-ass it. I make it a success.
Well, Tibbs, looks like strong words from the Dylan about taking this company to a better place. Like, what do you think? Do you think he was genuine in that?
I'll only say this to yourselves. When you take on the moniker of captain, nautical puns will only take you so far.
That's right, Tibbs. And of course, I mean, we can't argue. Dylan definitely did earn that championship, and 2 men who have earned a championship shot are, of course, the men known as Bananas and Pajamas. Had an absolutely fantastic street fight at the last Excessive Force pay-per-view. And last week they demanded another title shot. And it looks like you've given it to them, Tibbs, because they are coming out to the ring right now. The crowd going crazy for Bananas in Pajamas. But wait! Looks like Bananas in Pajamas getting attacked from behind. Is it the Rat Ascension? Tibbs, what's going on?
I don't know. I didn't. What?
All right, but oh no! Wait a minute. That's not the Rat. That's one man. It's Canada Charlie. Tibbs, what's Charlie doing here? I thought he was supposed to be hospitalized. Oh, but
I did too.
But it looks like he is rabid, taking out both members at Bananas and Pajamas at once. Oh my God, actually tossing Joey Pajamas off the stage onto that concrete. That was vicious. And now
I had him handcuffed to a bed.
That's right. Now it looks like he's actually grabbed Johnny for, oh my God, a vicious Canadian DDT onto the steel stage. Tibbs, what can be going through Charlie's mind?
He's completely lost it. No, my boy.
That's right. It looks like coming to the ring right now and actually grabbing a steel chair. What's he going to go for next? Running into the ring and... oh, actually, it looks like he's just set up that chair, sitting down, staring at us. Tibbs, there is a crazed look in that boy's eyes. Someone get him a microphone. We need to hear what Charlie has to say.
Oh, hi, Dad. You know, last week a real father would have stepped in this ring and stopped what that maniac was doing and stopped him from absolutely destroying me. A real father would never let me get into that position I was in. A real father protects his son. But last week you showed me that you are not my father. You're just another idiot that cheers when I get hurt. You're another one of those psychopaths that loves to watch me get injured. You are not my father. You're just like all these other losers in this arena. In this backwoods nowhere burg. So I decided to finally start speaking your language. You see, Dylan didn't earn his way into that fatal four-way, no. He demolished a man, broke every rule in the book, and you let him in. So you know what, Captain? You don't care about rules. You don't care about wrestling. You don't care about me. You just care about violence. Well, I certainly hope what I just did to these boys, bananas in pajamas, proves that I am just as capable of any violence that the Dylan is. So you give me my damned match, Tibbs. Give me that proper rematch, because it's what I deserve. You owe it to me. Alright then. If you won't listen to that, then maybe you'll listen to this.
Oh my god, Charlie actually grabbing that chair and running out to ringside. Tibbs, I think he may be coming. Wait, let go of me. Tibbs, help!
Oh no! Charlie, no! Charlie has grabbed Silves. He's grabbed Silver Spoon. He tossed him into the ring. Oh, he just hit a Canadian DDT onto Silver Spoon, onto that steel chair, and... No, Charlie, put that sledgehammer down. He's grabbed a sledgehammer from underneath the ring. The same sledgehammer that Dylan used to assault him last week, and... No, he's stepping on Sil's neck, holding the sledgehammer to his face. I should probably do something, but damn it, we don't have a play-by-play commentator. Come on, Tibbs. Give me what I deserve. Give me what I have rightfully earned, or else your boy here is about to get his head caved in with a sledgehammer. Certainly those people at home don't want to see that, right? Certainly you need him at that table to give your commentary some credibility, because God knows you can't do anything at that table by yourself. Alright, Charlie, just calm down, son. Just put the sledgehammer away. Let's talk this out. You know, I've heard you. Heard everything you're saying. And I probably shouldn't have treated you that way. I know you're my son. But I just wanted you to be great. And I knew that the only way you could be great was by putting you in challenge after challenge. Like the Lumberjack, like the Dylan. But this isn't the way, boy. Come on. I'll give you that number one contenders match.
Tibbs, I think he wants a title match.
Alright. I'll give you the title match. Fine. You want a match for the title? You get a chance to reclaim your belt. You got it. Next week. Alright, Yep. He's let him go. Silves is making his way back to the ring. Back to the table. You alright, buddy?
Tibbs, we can't let him win. We can't let him win. That was horrifying. I know Dylan might be scary, but what's inside Charlie right now cannot become champion. We cannot let him think that he's earned a belt that way.
Well, I guess we'll just have to find out what happens next week.
On JWF Monday Night War. So, boys, it's been an episode. What did you learn this week?
Bananas in pajamas got thrown down some stairs made of sledgehammers.
I like to. That's all you could figure out from that segment was like I was on my phone, but I think someone shot Joey Pajamas. I wasn't really paying attention.
By the way, that'd be a great way to escalate something on JWF.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he just brought out a gun and shot him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's dead.
He's dead.
So,
Fuck, I know we talk about, like, I think he's dead. No, dude, that was a open chest wound. That was a hollow point. Holy shit, they could hear that in the parking lot.
yeah. So, Blakey boy, what did you learn this week?
I learned that Ryback's new slogan is "Feed me less."
Feed me less.
Don't forget to tweet that at him, Scottye, from your personal account. Hey, Ryback, great catch line for your new fat burning thing. Feed me less.
Yeah, exactly. And I learned that Bud Light Lime is the Bud Light Lime of beer, which is a throwback. That's a throwback to when we weren't recording, but still, it's important that the people know. So Dylan can be found on Twitter at SexyChuckyT. Blake, where can they find you?
At Blake A. Tanner on Twitter and also on the YouTube channel, The Darkroom Vidya. That's Darkroom Vidya.
That's right, and you can find me on Twitter.
Video games is what we do.
And you can find me on
Fun is what we have.
And you can find me on Twitter at Scottye Mo. That's SCOTTYEMO. And buy all my books on Amazon. The whole Quetzalcoatl trilogy, BS versus the Gods. And for the next few days until I think we figured out July 30th, BS versus the Gods, in honor of the official 2-year anniversary of A Load of BS, is completely free. So you can get a free copy of BS versus the Gods. So make sure to go pick that up. And Quetzalcoatl is free as well. So you can get both of those books for absolutely free just for these next few days. So make sure to pick it up while you can, ladies and gentlemen. And also check out the other BS Network programs online at aloadofpurebs.com. Fun fiction, opposite attractions, a load of BS. We got shows to fit everyone's taste, so just pick your poison over there, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, do all of that, and do the same thing on iTunes. We love getting reviews. That way we kind of know how to shape the show. That way we know what people like and what people don't like. So, yeah, make sure to engage with us. We like responding to you guys. And as always, you can find us at aloadofpurebs.com. Step up to the merch table at merch.aloadofpurebs.com. Donate to the Patreon, find us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and remember to follow us on Twitter at FightBoyShow, Chuck Taylor. Because when you're a fight boy for life!